Hi everyone, welcome to Q&A number 39. Yeah, we're right here at the computer again. You need to calm yourself down, dog. Seriously. Sorry about that. So, we're gonna be answering the next 10 questions, and we're not doing it off my phone. No, we're not doing it off my phone this time. I have all the questions up here on the main computer. So I figure, you know what, let's just answer questions from right here. And this is just a tester to see if it works or not, if I like this format or not. So, you know the rules, let's begin. Describe 2012. Dude, 2012, that was, that was a weird year. Like, that was for real, like, probably the weirdest year I've ever been in. Oh my god. Like, seriously, that was a bad year for me. Describe 2013. That's when I got kicked out of a Catholic school and got put back into public school. That's when I also played basketball for said Catholic school. Yeah, I think that's about it. Guys, stop asking me questions like this. Name someone you want to have sex with right now. Why do I even bother? No, I'm not answering that question, so fuck off. Can you cover the history of every country of the world? Yes, in fact, I would love to do it, and I'm trying to figure out a way how I can format it. But I will cover it, but I have to do something with every other country first, which is every extent, the greatest extent of every country in the world. I feel like that has to be done first, and then I can cover the entire history of all the countries. Because then when it comes up to, that point, I can just kind of briefly glaze over it and then go into depth in a separate video that was already done before. But, the thing is that we're covering the history of every country of the world. I'm only doing all the ones that I recognize, which is 196, which is all the members of the UN, plus 3 observers and kind of recognized countries. Which, if I do all that will take up an entire year. Yeah. So I'm still trying to, work stuff out with it. Did you watch The Game? Yeah. I always watch The Game every single year, but at the time this recorded, the most recent The Game I seen was back in 2019, because, this was recorded in 2020, but, yeah. In fact, today's Father's Day, the day that's being recorded, but yeah, I have seen, I watched The Game every single year because, fuck Michigan. And that's all I have to say about that. Can you cover the history of The Game? I mean, that would be nice to cover, but I think it's worthy enough to be like its own separate video and not like a full-on series, because if I cover the entire series, like if I make it into the entire series, that'll be boring. So I think it's probably best for me to just briefly go over it in like a filler video right around the time that, it goes up, or right around the time of, The Game, but I don't know, we'll see. Can you cover the history of every state and territory of America? I think I already did that, like in another series. Link of that playlist will be in the description below. How many countries were in the Central Powers in World War I? Well, there are 4, and I will throw up the flags of each one as I say their names. You have the Austro-Hungarian Empire, the Deutsches Reich, which is the German Empire, which is also the Second Reich, the Ottoman Empire, which has been around for almost 1,000 years, and the Kingdom of Bulgaria. Yeah, that's it. How many countries were in the Allies of World War I? Well, that one's a little bit tricky because there are 6 main ones, but, throughout the time of World War I, there were a bunch of other allies. So we'll go over the extra allies here, and then at the very end we'll do the 6 main allies. And I will throw up the flag of the countries as I say them. So associated allies in 1914, we have Serbia, Belgium, and Montenegro. In 1915, we have Asir and Najd and Hassa. I don't know, never heard of those, but they were countries at the time apparently. 1916, you have Portugal and Romania. 1917, you have Hejaz, Greece, China, Siam, and Brazil. And in 1918, Armenia. And the 6 main members of the Allies are France, the British Empire, the Russian Empire, which is on here it says Russia, but Japan, Italy, and very late in the game, America, United States. So, yeah, there's your answer. You can count out how many countries that was. But if you want to go with the main Allied powers, there are 6. Last one. How many countries were in the Axis powers in World War II? Well, it's kind of complicated because everyone knows the 3 main Axis powers of World War II. But there were countries that later joined the Axis powers throughout World War II, and there were some that were in World War II mainly just on association, or that teamed up. So we're gonna do that first, and like always, I'll have the flags up on screen. So for the countries that were part of World War II, that eventually got out for whatever reason, we have Finland, Iraq, Thailand, and the Soviet Union. Yeah, don't you remember September 1st, 1939? Yeah, both Hitler and Stalin teamed up to rape and massacre the Poles right in between them. But, you know how that went. Countries that later joined the Axis through the Tripartite Pact. You have Hungary, Romania, the First Slovak Republic, Bulgaria, and the independent state of Croatia. And last but not least, you have the 3 main ones: the Japanese Empire, the Kingdom of Italy, and Nazi Germany, which is also the Third Reich. So yeah, there's your answers. Alright, thanks so much for watching. I'm really sorry this one was kind of long, but if you have a question that you want me to answer, drop it in the comments below. I will try to get to them as much as I possibly can. Thank you very much, Facebook, for scaring the hell out of me. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.